What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my Astro series. Thank you for joining. And for today, we are going to dive into the lovely Taurus. Now, Taurus is the second zodiac sign coming right directly after Aries. It is the first earth sign. It is fixed and it is ruled by the planet Venus. I will go more in depth to what Venus really embodies and what it brings to signs and houses when you find that planet in there. But Venus is the planet of love. It is the goddess planet. It is the planet of beauty. It is the planet of harmony, balance, art, expression in terms of artistic expression, creation, and values. And of course, money. Because in order to have pleasure in life, you have to have the money in order to purchase and live the life of luxury that you would like. So let's go ahead and break down the symbols. Taurus being a fixed earth sign. Earth is material goods. It's what we can see. It's sturdy, it's foundation, it's concrete, and it's things that we can physically connect with and connect to in this earth realm. Now, Taurus also being a fixed sign, fixed energy stays in place. It's basically what the word means. It stays in place, it's sturdy, it's stable, it's very hard to move, and it doesn't like change. Fixed energy does not like change. Next, Taurus energy is feminine. What is feminine? Well, we went from Aries being direct, masculine. So Taurus is going to be indirect, feminine. So it's ways that we feel, ways that we internalize what we see around us, and then ways that we express what we internalize. And because Taurus is a feminine sign and it's ruled by the planet Venus, Taurians like to express how they internally feel with a very sensual attitude and really connecting to that creative energy, creative power. So though it is ruled by Venus, Taurians care a lot more about the earthly aspect of Venus. So material goods that you can see. Taurians rule the five senses. So things that can be physically seen, physically felt, physically heard, and touched. That is what Taurians really value. And speaking of values, Taurus energy is all about values and belief systems. Taurus is the ruler of the second house, which I will go more in depth into what the second house entails. But Taurians are all about what they value and what they believe. A really beautiful way to understand this is after we come from all of that Aryan energy of identity, personality, me, I, you are you, I am I, Taurus comes in and starts to say, okay, now that I know that I have an identity, what do I value? What do I actually care about fighting for? And what value do I have and what value do I also bring to others? And that's why with Taurus being ruled by Venus, it's all about that harmony. What can I bring to someone else? Moving away from that idea of it's not all about me. How can I build more and have a partner and have a group and have friends and socialize? Venus energy loves to be around people. It is well known that Taurians get this bad rep of being stubborn. And the reason being is because Taurus is all about what they value, what they believe, what they stand for, and what makes them feel comfortable. So Taurians are not gonna want change. If they value something, they're not gonna want it to change. They're gonna be very fixed and steadfast on their beliefs. Now, the challenge with this is, say for instance, something happens externally. Taurians have a very hard time adapting to change. They are a fixed sign and they really hold true to what they value and what they believe. So if something happens externally that forces them out of that comfort zone, it is very hard for Taurus people to change. They have to move on their own time. They have to move when it makes sense to them. And the reason being is because their values and their belief systems are so important to them. They hold them very dear. Whereas a cardinal sign like Aries is going to be able to just change because they see that, okay, I need to find new ways of experiencing and seeing the world. Taurus has a fixed way of seeing the world and wanting to experience the world. And to have that change unnecessarily is very uncomfortable for them. That's why it's so easy for them to get this rep of being stubborn in terms of just wanting to stay put in their mindset and their ideas and their beliefs. Taurians, if a Taurus has all that they need around them, there's no reason for them to seek out something new just for the sake of it, right? Like Aries is going to seek out that new experience, that new idea, meeting new people. Taurians love to socialize, but if they find the things that make them feel comfort, they're going to go back to that. They're not going to search for something new, something different when they already know what makes them feel grounded and comfortable. They are bounded by their comfort zones. And that is another thing that makes it so hard for them to adapt to change. Taurus is ruled by the animal, the bull. Now, if you think about the bull, right? A bull doesn't really bother you unless you provoke it. But once you provoke the bull, then that's it. They turn into this charging animal that is bound to hurt whoever came in their territory and mess up their comfort zone, because Taurans love comfort. Do not come for a Taurus person's comfort zone. That is when they're willing to attack you directly. I feel like the Taurus energy is slept on a lot because it's such a neutral sign. Very patient, it's fixed, it likes harmony, beauty, and to make its own money. And Taurus energy gets slept on because of that. It's not one of those signs that you really hear that many negative things about or positive things about or anything really about, because it's such a neutral sign. Taurus people are not people for drama. But something that a lot of us can learn from the Taurus energy is patience. Taurus people have, in my opinion, the highest level of patience because they are comfortable with working together. They're all about harmony. They don't like drama. Because they have this high tolerance and high patience, there can be this level of passiveness that people get from them. And because of this passiveness, it can be so easy for people to underestimate the willpower and the fire of a Taurus. And you have to remember, Taurus comes after the sign of Aries. So even though that fight isn't something that they showcase publicly, it is deep within them. And if they are provoked, they are willing to fight till the end because it is a fixed sign. So it does not stop. They are willing to fight till the end until you are out of their zone. Something that Taurians can really work on moving forward is the idea that you can have the things that you're interested in, but it's okay to learn new things. It's okay for your mind to change after some time. It's okay to experience something different just because and still go back to what you like. That's how we learn more about ourselves, and that's how we learn more about other people around us and our environment, is by being open to it. Not saying that Taurus energy is not open, but when they have what they're comfortable with, that's all they see. That's all they care about. That's all they value. And it's not easy for them to just say, okay, I'm going to try something new and go completely against the things that I care the most about, because that's just not their energy. That's moving into Gemini, which is the sign that comes after Taurus, which is all about experiencing new things and not being boxed into one specific way of doing something. Because Taurus energy is so stable, being that earth fixed element, Taurus people, or people with strong Taurian energy, are very dependable. You can depend on them for things. They are going to bring you this sense of stability, even in terms of emotional stability, because it's an earth sign. With just having them there, feeling that groundedness, that stability of knowing everything will be okay. And let's figure out logically ways that we can take the next steps to make ourselves feel better and come back to ourselves and come back to that harmony and that internal state of balance. The part of the body that Taurus rules is the neck. The neck. And that's why a lot of astrologers say if a person has Taurus in their sun or even their moon or their first house, it's common for them to be singers. or to just have a very pleasing voice. The chakra part that Taurus rules is the heart chakra. It is all about how to move and experience the world through how they feel, how they love, right? Moving from a place of love, experiencing love and giving love and being that stable love, since it's an earth sign, moving from that heart chakra. Because Taurus is yin based, it is about how they feel internally, but they're not really one to showcase their feelings that often in terms of like emotional expression, but they will take time to internalize how they feel. Because it's that feminine sign, they're going to internalize how they feel and then find an appropriate way to logically express it. One thing I forgot to say: Taurus love food. Food is one of the best pleasures for Taurian people. I am a Taurus rising and I love food. It's to the point for me, if a country that I've traveled to and has really bad food, I will never go back, because the food is what makes the experience for me. And Taurus people love food. Love food. They are the biggest foodies. They are the best people to go out with, because they will introduce you to new restaurants because they love and value food. Good food, not just food, good food. All right, that's all we have for the lovely sign of Taurus. Next, we will be going into the second house and what the second house even rules. Thank you for joining my Astro series. I'm Sade, and tune in for our next one.